Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, it's the man, the myth, the legend, the one and only, aka Pookie, Mr. LBN Kane with the game, and today we're here to talk about this situation, brother man. Now, when it comes to me working in my job place, I tend to interact with coworkers that just so happen to be females. Not all the females, but what I could say is a good 78%. Yeah, that's what I do. That was before. And I might do it a little bit now, but I've toned it down now because I realize that I am a man on a mission. Yeah, so I don't got time to be interacting with nobody. I am a man on a mission. I'm here to stack my bread respectfully and elevate. Once again, I am not here to interact with certain females. Yeah, I come to my job to stack my bread and elevate. And hopefully, I get something better out of it. Why? Because I'm Don DeMarco. I don't go for nothing. Now, let's get back with this real shit. Now, it all started back in November. Either if it was the end of October or the beginning of November. Either way, it was one of them months. But one of the months, my first month after I got rehired by Amazon, yeah, I was interacting with a certain female, a specific female. This was back when I was water spidering on the third floor. Yeah, I was water spidering on the third floor. Currently, I am on the first floor at the dock on inbound in the trailer unloading boxes. Now I do that, but before then, I was water spidering on the third floor. Now, when I was water spidering, I would see a certain female, a specific female. I would see her a couple of times, and in my head, I'm like, she's a solid 7. I'm not gonna front. She is a solid 7. She's not all the way there, but I think I'm interested in this female, you know? So, my plans of trying to interact with this female, I had to really think it through. Because when I was water spidering, I wasn't just water spidering in one area. I had to water spider from one area to the next. Now, see, she was in a station called Pick. Yeah, she was in a station called Pick. And it was all the way in the next area. So my plan on how to try to interact with this female, after I was done water spidering, just for a little bit, before I have to go back to water spidering, I would have to go in the bathroom, leave the bathroom, figure out which pick station that she's at. And if I find her, that's how I would interact with her. So eventually I would do that. And in the first interaction, I would try to get to know her. I would tell her that she looks interesting. Hopefully she'll take that as a compliment. And then the rest will be history. I would tell her my name. She told me her name. Still to this day, I still don't know what her name is. But we would try to get to know each other. She asked me how old I was. I told her I was 23. She told me she was 32. Now, I don't have a problem with older women. In fact, I've been chasing them since I was 19. But in my head, I'm thinking, okay, she has a problem with that because of the age gap. But come to find out, She was a little interested in me. She was a little interested in me. That was one of the first interactions. So it didn't really go anywhere until the next couple of days. I would ask her for the number, and she got my number. And she got the Instagram. So that's when I knew I was in there. You get me, you get me, you smell me. Now let's get back with this real shit, right? The next couple of days, right? After I would get the number, after I would get the Instagram, I did talk to her. I did try to get to know her. Things were small as far as the conversation. It was a little small, didn't really get anywhere until the next couple of days. We would talk even more. She was feeling the kid, I ain't gonna lie. She told me that I was cute. She told me that she was feeling me. She said, don't be shy. You're very interesting too. I ain't gonna lie. It was good to say the least. The interactions, it would be good to say the least, right? Until it would get serious when I got in her car during break time. That's when the interactions would get serious. Now, when I opened that door to sit in the passenger seat, while she was in that driver's seat, I noticed something very peculiar. Yeah, I noticed panties and shirts and garbage bags and bottles and all of this other shit. Now, the type of guy that I am, I don't judge. I am not a judgmental person. The only person that could judge me and everybody else is God. That's it. But me, I don't judge. I tend to be dirty at times. Y'all can see my room. My room is dirty. I ain't gonna lie. I have a dirty room. I need to clean up. I need to tighten up. Even my car. My car is dirty too. I still need to take my car to the car wash. But let's get back with this real shit. So I started to notice her car was dirty, but I wasn't judging because I was still feeling her. I was interested in her. Remind you, the rating that she is, 7.5 out of 10. Now, she was smoking her little weed. I tell her I don't smoke, I don't drink, I don't do none of that. Don't do the clubs, don't do the parties. You know, I don't do none of that. She was still feeling me. Then I started to look at her phone and I started to notice something a little peculiar too. I noticed that she was moving like a stripper. Yeah, she started to dress like a stripper, started to move like a stripper. So I was able to do my little calculations. Okay, 1 plus 1 equals 2, 2 plus 2 equals 4, pi equals 3.1416. Oh, shit. She was living that 304 lifestyle, which means she's a BOP. Oh, nah. But I didn't think nothing of it. She told me her life story. She told me that she has 7 kids with 5 baby daddies. She told me she was living that 304 lifestyle. She told me that she's looking for a man and that she just fucked somebody 2 days ago. So I said, hold on, wait a minute. I can't do this. That's when I realized I can't do this. What have I done? And she also told me that she's looking for something serious, which is basically the same thing. So I'm like, nah, ain't no way, bro. Ain't no way this is really happening to me. I said, wow. So she knew I was living with my mother and all of this. Mind you, the age gap is very wide, but she still didn't care because she still was looking for something very serious. So I said, oh, sweet baby Jesus. She did proceed to tell me that she is currently homeless. I'm not gonna lie, which makes sense, which explains why she had all them panties and clothes and garbage bags and bottles all in her car. It explains so much. She went from one state to another trying to make ends meet, and she's currently living in her car. So it makes sense. Now, I did say before, I do not judge. So whatever she's going through, I know that she's going to make it through, and she's going to be incredibly successful with her 5 baby daddies and her 7 kids. But let's get back with this real shit. So you mean to tell me that you live in a 304 lifestyle? You're a BOP. You don't want to fuck me, but you just fucked a couple of other dudes 2 days prior and expect a relationship out of me? You know what I said? I said, nigga, bun that. But to be fair, I did show my lover boy side to her. I did show my feelings. I did show her that I was affectionate towards her. Yeah, I did do that. But at the same time, I'm trying to rip buns, but you don't want your buns ripped because you want to show feelings. Yeah, you want to show feelings. Now, let's get back with this real shit, right? We were planning on meeting up. And we did both plan that after we both left work, we were going to meet up. Not going to hold you. And we did. We ended up going downtown to the diner. I didn't want to eat nothing because, every morning I don't eat. I just drink water. Yes, I'm trying to be on that healthy lifestyle. Yes, you get me, you smell me. Now let's get back with this real shit. We were in the diner and I forgot what she ate. I remember she did eat grits. She did eat grits and eggs. Doesn't really matter, but we were both in the diner and we were talking and, she paid for whatever she wanted to pay. And it was a good vibe. It was a good vibe to say the least. Now, after we left the diner, we both decided to meet up at the gas station. Yeah. Loves. We decided to meet up at the gas station. Now, what she would tell me is that she's usually there to chill, to relax, to chill before she gets to go to work the next day. That's exactly what she did. Now, mind you, Sunday's my off day. While everybody was in church, I was chilling with her. Now, I was chilling with her in her car. We put the shades up. I put my shade up. She put her shades up. I had to lock my car, park my car at a specific place at the gas station, leave my car to go to her car, and like I said before, put the shades up so that we would chill, so that nobody would disturb us. And the first thing that she did when she turned on her phone, she put on Bad Girls Club. Baddies Club, whatever show it was, it involved baddies and fighting and reality show and all this other. Y'all know what I'm talking about. To the females that's watching, y'all know what I'm talking about. I don't watch that shit. But she put it on, and instead of allowing me to rip her buns, or at least give me the cookie on my nookie, she says, fuck that, I want to cuddle. I want to cuddle and I want to have a great time. Now the whole time I'm like, damn, I'm not ripping no buns or nothing. The whole time I'm like, I'm not ripping no buns. She just says she a BOP. I'm showing that I'm affectionate towards her, but at the same time, I just want to rip buns and nothing is happening. She got me watching Baddies or Bad Girls Club. I'm like, fuck this, I'm leaving. I ain't taking this shit. So I didn't leave right away. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I didn't leave right away. I just fell asleep in her car. I'm sweating because the air is on and it's hot. I'm sweating. I'm thinking I'm about to get ready to rip some buns. Whole time I'm not ripping no buns. I'm sweating. I'm sleeping. I'm tired. I'm drained out. I'm like, bruh, okay. So after a couple of hours, I eventually leave. And I go home to take a nap because ain't no way that I ain't getting no buns. Ain't no way I ain't getting no buns. So she texted me and she says, "You sleep?" I peeped the notification. I see the text and I said no. And she said, "I had a good time, but I feel like you were only trying to use me to rip my buns." So me being the guy that I am, I didn't lie. I said, yeah, I just wanted to rip your buns. So she says, really? LOL. And then I thought she was laughing, but in reality, she wasn't laughing. She got emotional. She got upset. Yeah, she got upset because I told the truth. And she got a little upset about that. And she went on a whole tangent saying niggas ain't shit and all this other stuff. So finally, I didn't want to hear that shit no more. I hung up. I turned off my phone and I did not want to talk to her ever again. That was that. I waited till that night to turn back on my phone, to turn my phone back on, excuse me, to turn my phone back on. I noticed that she was trying to call me 10 times. I didn't want to hear that shit. I ain't gonna lie. I did not want to hear that shit. I just wanted to be left alone and to be at peace. I did not want to hear that shit, respectfully. So, yeah, that was the end of that. She tried to have a relationship with me, and I was not going for that. Later on, I would notice that she has 4 porn videos. Yeah, just circulating on the internet that she posted herself. She got stripper videos, her dancing around the pole. Oh, yeah, a real 304 in the 704. Yeah, that was her bop. No pun intended. But let's get back with this real shit. This was after I cut her off. So when I'm seeing this, I'm like, yo, she really tried to have a relationship with me. Thank God I had the courage to say, Bun Dad, you are not having a relationship with me. And she had the audacity to eat a couple of niggas off. She was able to eat a couple of niggas off on camera, but want to have a relationship with me. Sweet baby Jesus, what is going on in America? You know what? This whole situation, it got me heated a little bit, but it is what it is. But with that, this is LB and Kane signing off.